live button that does it?
Well, I guess not, because the whole conversation yesterday was up
Okay.
on.
We're live now, I believe. Morning, Bill.
Morning, Bill.
Sorry, guys. I'm running the show today, and Jake normally does, so a little bit of a technical hiccup there. I apologize. This is coming out on Facebook, and hopefully Jake can fix it later so it goes out on YouTube. How's it going, man?
Just doing the drive thing. I'm not used to this, right? Working from home, you don't have to do this very often. But
where are you driving to?
I'm going with James to Longview to do a leadership summit.
Oh.
So I'm heading out to James to carpool.
Is James in the car?
Not yet.
Oh, man. I was about to get really excited.
We'll have him on one day.
Yeah. How was yesterday, Bill?
It was good. It was good. I had a good balance between it's like my best attempt yet to stay locked in with school and then kind of just work a little bit at lunch, get a few things knocked out. So it was good. And then I didn't have anything after hours. Actually, like, one of the things I noticed and what Wednesdays have helped me kind of recognize is that, and you and I have talked about this before, is that even when like I'm done with work, my brain's not done with work. Right? We've talked about having to intentionally pick something to shift our focus to. And that just made it more glaringly obvious that Wednesdays have, so that now, even in the evenings, now I'm like, I need to do something else. Otherwise, I'm going to default to work again.
Yeah. So what was that thing yesterday?
I finished Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
So I watched that. And then I did some, cleaned out my closet, actually. That's what I ended up doing.
Nice. Okay. Very cool.
So there you go.
Productivity. Nice.
How was your day?
Yesterday sucked. I lost maybe the biggest deal for me ever. It's about a $25,000 deal that I lost yesterday. I did everything in my process. I was a little attached to it, right? So when it didn't work out, it sucked. So had to journal about that and kind of figure out why I was so attached to it. And the reason why I was attached to it was because of the number on it, right? It wasn't really anything else other than the number. But $25K for me in one deal is significant, right? Lump sum, upfront, going to be huge. So the fact that went away, bums me out a little bit. Also, taking that obstacle and flipping it and being like, okay, how do I not be as attached to deals like that in the future? And also, why was I so attached to it? The pipeline is decently full, so it wasn't really that. It was just a sheer pride thing, I think, is what it kind of was. Pride, and just had attachment wrapped up in it. It kind of mentally spent some of the money is kind of what it was,
Yeah.
So, so that was a little rough. We caught up with Mike, talked about a bunch of video stuff. Then I got to talk with Jason Croft, who and I think you introduced me and him together. I love that dude to death. He is so legit. He's got a new project. We talked about that. We talked about some of my stuff, and it was supposed to be a 45-minute call, and we went on for like an hour and a half. I mean, it was crazy. We went super deep on it. It was fantastic. Let's see. So I don't really know if I got spooled into something or not, but this guy reached out and said, hey, we're having an event. Would like you to come talk at it. I've been seeing your stuff. I like your energy. You want to come check it out? And I was like, sure, totally. I'd be down, like, to come talk to your group or whatever this is. And it ended up, and it was at 6:30 at night, which is outside of my working hours normally, right? Like, I don't normally work quite that late. So I said yes, knowing that it might be a lead gen thing and might be, not what I thought it was. And it wasn't. It was a networking group, which at the end of the day isn't that bad. There were some people in there who were really focused on mindset and attitude and a lot of the same stuff I geek out on, which is super nice. But I didn't need to be there for an hour and a half, right? Which is how long I was there, maybe even longer than that. I kind of forget. But don't think I'll be going to that, but I made some good connections there. So now it's time to firm up those connections and have some more conversations. And man, got to bed on time. So got up on time, did a short walk because I'm behind on these slides. So I did about half the normal walk, came back in and started working on the slides. And now I've got 7 slides done. So making some good progress on that. With this deal kind of falling out of view for me, the goal is to really focus on this stuff that's going to allow this to run without me, right? Because I think part of this was I was holding off on filling my pipeline because I knew that this new deal would be significant and take some pressure off, and it kind of took away a little bit of my hunger, right? I don't even want to call it hustle, but just like hunger, eagerness to go get in front of people and stuff. So I'm trying to get this course done this week. I'll record the video this weekend if I have to. I'll put 5 people in it next week. They'll get to read the book, work through the course. Bob's your uncle. Let's get this thing launched. I'm tired of screwing around with it. So yeah, so today for me, so are you in Longview all day? You're just doing the summit?
Yep.
Are you speaking or are you there as a participant?
Participant.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
How far away is Longview?
Yeah, I'll be. I believe it's between an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Man, Longview seems a weird place to have a business summit, but good for them if you can get it, I guess. Sorry, man. Your connection, I think, just dropped into the toilet. Are you there? Hello. All right, guys. So we might have lost Jake. I'm not exactly sure his there he is. Okay, we got some video updates. There he is. He waves. Can we hear you, Jake? Okay, good. Today for me, I have a busy day because I found out about that deal and like not going my way and turned on the hustle God, not hustle. Hustle for me has got a negative connotation, but kind of turned it on a little bit. Looked at what I had, looked at some conversations, and really filled up the calendar. So today I have sales lab, the role play sessions, and then I filled up pretty much the rest of my day. So at 11 o'clock, I have a catch up on the real estate thing. 12 o'clock, campaign talk and potential kind of working together on a project. This guy that I'm working with on some marketing stuff has got a sales thing he needs some help with, so we're talking about that. I have a call with an attorney friend to talk about this real estate deal. Immediately after that, 1:15, I have a call with a book coach. 2, I have a call with a prospect that I got yesterday, coaching session with Levi at 3:30, and then I have another prospecting call at 5 today with a guy who lives in Europe and is looking for potentially a salesperson. So my day is stacked, but let's go.
So you're gonna make that slide stuff happen this week then?
No, slides will be done by tomorrow. That's the bill bet, is that it'll be done by Friday. So it might be 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, but the slides will be done. So that way, I think the goal, because I don't really have great sound in this room, is to do the audio recording with maybe like a blanket over this whole setup. So that way the sound is really nice and all of that. Well, I want it to be a good product. I do think, because the plan is to give the book, the manifesto thing, along with this course as like a workbook kind of deal. And, I've had some epiphanies and some recent things that have been working for me that are not part of the book. So that'll go into the course, this concept of speed bump questions and things like that. But yeah, man, this thing should be like running. People should have some feedback for me, hopefully like next week. And then after that, we can go.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
On pace.
That's all I got, man. I'm kind of not salty. What's that?
Still reeling a little bit.
I'm not reeling. I'm just mad at myself, honestly. Right. I'm pissed at myself for being so wrapped up in this thing that was like outside of my control. Right. And all the stuff I've been working on with like stoicism and everything else is focusing on what I can control. So the fact that I had this much mental investment in this deal, and the fact that it's no longer there, in the that dull roar of like, hey, it's a no, and shit, what do we do now?
Yeah.
I didn't really think I was that wrapped up in it until I got that, and then realized, oh, I was more wrapped up in this than I thought I was. So learning lesson there. Um, Slept okay, but woke up today just focused. I'm tired of tired of not moving towards the goals at the pace that I want to. So I'm picking it up.
All right. Cool. Well, sorry that dropped through. I'm sorry that you get wrapped up in it. But keep going, right? Like we do.
Absolutely, right? Nothing else to do other than, put your head down and keep going, adjust as necessary, and have good accountability partners and bills in your life so that way they can kind of make sure you're not too far off in any one direction. Because yeah, this attitude is not going to be healthy if I like stay here for an extended period of time, right?
Right.
There's pressure now, right? And I'm making most of it, but when I'm pressured, I lose empathy, I lose creativity, I lose some of these things that I have to work very hard to like keep in my life. So it's not a mindset I want to be in for very long, but I got to kind of like hang out here for a little bit and put in some work.
All right, cool. I understand. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I guess you tell me. I mean, isn't that where a D has a similar approach that you just put it down and go when you get burned by
Yeah.
yourself or somebody else? You just kind of like lose some energy and you're like, all
Yeah.
right, I'm putting my head back down. I'll come back up there.
Yeah, a little fuzzy there. So let me kind of recover that. But essentially, Jake is asking like isn't that the D mentality of just like getting it done? And the thing to remember is that C's and D's are very similar in how we view tasks and how we view goals. Right? Everything is a task. I mean, even conversations with people sometimes come across for me it's just like having to check this box. And so what happens for me is that in these moments when I get like stressed out, I lose my caring for like other people, right? And I just get really super focused on the goals and the things that I have to do. So C's can look a lot like D's once they have put in the work and they've got clarity around the expectations and what's expected and all of that stuff. So I think for the next period of time, I'm going to be coming across as very D-ish to people, and there might be some problem there, but at least both of the prospecting calls today are both with D's, just like go-getters, and so it'll be really tight, nice conversations. So I'm not super concerned about that for today, but we might need to massage that tomorrow.
Gotcha. All right, man. Well, I don't have anything else either. I'm just going to be out on driving in and out of the leadership summit, and then I've got some time built in for a few specific tasks I got to get done to make sure I stay on for my bill bet. But otherwise, I'm on pace and I'm pretty good. I was telling John, actually, Marco Polo'd him this morning, and I finally got up early enough to go on my walk before the show. So that was a win for me. So I want to do that tomorrow too. Keep it going.
Yeah, it was funny. I woke up and checked my alarm and was getting ready to go do my walk, and I was like, why do I have a Marco Polo from Jake at like this time of the morning? Like, this is very weird. I was like, is everybody okay? And it was just like this nice, him walking, and so it was nice. So good for you, man. It's hard to switch some of those habits and change the routine, but good, you're on the path. Good job.
Yep. Cool, man. Well, enjoy your day. Do what you got to do, and we'll hit it again tomorrow.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good day, Bill.
All right. See you guys.